Hi everyone, Deb here. I am getting ready to start on my hashtag deck the year for, I think it's week 20. This will go up on Thursday, May 16th, 2024, and it's Wednesday, the day before. And I thought I'd do a little artsy stuff. I'm going to gesso the number side of the card, and then when that dries, I'm going to brush Stampin' Up's new in colors in that order: pink, orange, green, blue, purple on it. I just want to try them out with my blending brushes. And then if I get good coverage there, then I brought out this old stamp I have, and I'm going to use the paintbrush pot here and do something creative every day. Hopefully they'll both fit. And I'm going to put them on, I think, with Stays On, because that's a solvent ink, like a pigment ink, and it works good with like watercolor and stuff. So, and I don't know what else we might end up putting on, little dabs of ribbon or gems, or I don't know yet. I might just leave it at whatever I have done. So with that, I'm going to open, this is I found I have some Blick white gesso, but it's not open yet. So I'm going to keep using this semi-opaque acrylic primer gesso by Golden, which I think, yeah, AC Moore in 2018. One of the stores I sorely miss. But anyway, I say that, but I've only been in Hobby Lobby this year as far as local stores go, and not, I'm going to put a piece of scrap paper down. It's already messy, and this is my messy sort of Teflon coated mat, or Teflon mat, but I just don't want to get gesso all over it, and that is a lot. And I don't know if you should use these brushes for gesso or not, but I do, and they're cheap, and I need to get, hang on, I have a paintbrush somewhere that I just use to do this. Hold it down so I don't get my fingers all messy. And I don't care that some of the card shows through. So we're gonna let it be. And I have a paper towel in my top of my trash bin from earlier today. I'm gonna wipe the paintbrush off. And we have to let this dry. So I'll be back when this is dry and we'll do the next step together. Okay, everyone, I used the heat dryer. I don't really recommend that. I think it's better just to let it air dry, because I started to get it a little too hot, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's little bubbles right here, and I immediately shut it off. And you can see the tin through, but you know what? It's okay. This is just for me, and this is my artsy craftsy kind of day. So this is Polished Pink, one of the new Stampin' Up! In colors. I have a brush for each sort of colorway. So this is actually pinks and reds, orange, green, blue, and purple laid out. And I did wipe them off to make sure they're not too contaminated with previous colors. Maybe I should have done a second coat, but it's okay. I think that's all I'm going to put on for Polished Pink for now. I also forgot I brought this thing out. I love this for texture, and I think I'll do some texture, but I don't know exactly how I want to do that yet. And with what ink. I might bring in a Distress Oxide for that. This one is Peach Pie. Peach Pie. So we're sort of making a rainbow, but not exactly. Just a rainbow of Stampin' Up's new in colors. And I don't know how this next one's going to go next to it, because it's green, but we might get a brown in the middle, which, you know, if we do, we do. And you can still see the numbers through, which is kind of cool. It's a 10 of diamonds, because I didn't have a 16 in a card, you know. Just put a little bit of this on. It's bubbling where the bubblies were. I'll just leave it at that. I maybe should have done orange, pink, green, I don't know. And then we have, that was Shy Shamrock. This is Summer Splash, which is a bluish aqua-ish color. And I think that is a really pretty color. Yeah, I'm definitely going to probably go back and get the alcohol markers just for that one. And I got the pretty in pink yesterday. And I had the peach pie from my order that I shared. All right, so that is Summer Splash, that color. It's really a vibrant blue-green. I love it. I love it. The pretty in pink is very pale. Let's try this is Petunia Pop. Ooh, yeah, that's another one I'm going to love. Okay, I might kind of just go over that pink a little bit with Petunia Pop because I really like that color. And then I'll bring the pink back in and blend that out a little bit to add a little more depth to that color, I hope. That one and the peach pie are pretty pale by comparison to these other ones. So let's just add a little more of the pretty in pink. And blend some of that Petunia Pop in with it. Ah, and we got fingerprints. There, I put my fingerprint on it for sure, huh? I guess the gesso must not be totally dry. There we go. It feels dry. It's a little tacky, but it's because it's so humid today here. All right, so let's set these back aside. Now, I think I want to add some texture with this thing I have. Let me figure out a Distress Oxide color, and I'll be right back. Okay, I brought out peacock feathers. I don't know how this will work. I'm not sure I ever used this. I got it out the other day, but I didn't end up using it, so I hope it has enough. It does, has plenty of ink. So we're just going to go over this in a couple spots, maybe even all over, just to add some texture without adding texture, if you know what I mean. You might not. It looks like texture, but... And this was from the Dollar Tree, and it's like a soap bar holder. Came in a pack of 2, and it feels sort of rubbery, like recycled plastic bag or something, but it's pretty cool. So I think that's all I'm going to do with that. Can you see that? Kind of different, huh? And now let's get our stays on and figure out how we want to do this. So this is the bucket with paintbrushes. And then if we put that here, will this fit on here? I don't think so. I might actually go down a bit with this and not have it all the way on the page. So let me bring this back in. This is just Stays On Black. I do have some different colors, but I didn't really want to use colors for the stamping this time. I could have used Saddle Brown though. I'll stamp the whole thing up just in case. I changed my mind. I forgot this is a pretty little card, you know. 2.5 by 3.5 is the card size. I'm going to go, I'll leave it all on, but all the way on the bottom. I might have to stamp the do something creative every day on a piece of paper and put it over top, like, because I don't want to stamp directly on. I'm just pushing down to make sure I have hopefully good coverage on there. It's not bad. A little faint, but the gesso, like I said, is still a little tacky. And you can still see the bubbling there, but I'm okay with that. So it looks like chicken scratch, doesn't it? To see if there's any left on here to do the bottom there. A little bit. All right, now stays on. I clean with Stays On Cleaner. My Stays On Cleaner bottle is about empty, and I have a already dirty paper towel. Let me bring that in. See if I can get any out of here because yeah, regular water doesn't clean pigment and whatever these inks are made out of. I'm going to pour this on because there's just a little bit and I can't get it to come up with the brush. Or the sprayer, I mean. It does have an odor to it, sort of, some people have described it as like almonds, but see how well that gets the Stays On ink off. And then, see, I do like to spray it again with water just to make sure I get that chemical, whatever that chemical is, off of there. And I use this sprayer all the time. It's the Tim Holtz Distress Sprayer. Love that thing. Love that thing. I think those paintbrushes got a little bit fainter than I would have liked them, but oh well. I should have waited till the gesso was even more dry. Alright, so this is not going to fit on here without being on a piece of paper. So let's just, I have a scrap of white here, and maybe I can use a punch or something. Let's see, I think I'll stamp it in Summer Splash. That's one of my new favorite colors. I'll leave this here. I think we're going to have to put some ribbon and bling or something on. I can't see the word. Ooh. Okay. You see how that got, I got a bunch of ink all around the edges. I pushed too hard, and that ink pad is brand new, so it is like super juicy. I'm going to take a lot of that off because that'll end up on here, on the thing. So just tap. See, that's better. And this has some splatter on it. You know what? I'm okay with that. It's crooked, but it's okay because I'm going to punch it out. I'm good with that. I'm going to see if I can find like maybe a scallop circle punch or something. Yeah, this one's pretty big, but maybe it'll work, right? This is a EK Success 1.5 inch, I think, scallop circle punch. And sometimes it does good and other times not. I need to get some aluminum foil and do something with that. So I think we can put that on here, but we're going to ink the edges of that. Probably also with Summer Splash. So let me get a spongy thing up here somewhere. Do I have some blank ones? Yeah, this one I can use. It's not really blank, but it doesn't really have much ink on it, so I'm going to use it. I actually had a pinkish color before. All right. Maybe my hands have been really, and my arms have been really hurting me lately. I'm getting old, guys. Getting old's not for sissies, as one of my friends used to say. I maybe should have inked around this with a different color, so I think after I do this, I'm going to actually get one of the other colors and blending brush over it also. Would that be too much? Maybe. No, I'll just do one. Maybe Shy Shamrock? Or, no, this one. Petunia Pop. I don't know, I'm loving that color. Alright, Petunia Pop. Purple, purple, purple. I was thinking when I first got it, it was more pink, but it's actually got a pretty purpley, pinky purple hue, and it's very pretty. It's probably going to smear this a little, so I'm going to go very lightly. Got little dark spots. Well, I don't know. I think that'll be all right. Do I want it there or here? If I don't put it up there, then I need to get some trim or something here. And I don't have any of the ribbons except the peach, which I don't want to use with this from Stampin' Up, the new in color ribbons. I got the peach from my demonstrator, which I didn't show you. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, it definitely needs lace trim or something. Let me find something and I'll come back. Okay, everyone, the best I could find is I have this roll of, for $1, I don't know what this is called. Buy this, well, I think I got this at AC Moore a while ago. And then I have this scrap of pink, kind of shiny. It was actually glued together like a circle. I don't know, it must have been on something. And so I think I'm going to glue that down first. And then this, maybe. And then I have these, they are not adhesive back, but they're all different sized, just plain sort of rhinestone, clear rhinestones. I also had this, but I didn't like it with it. So I'm going to bring in, first I'm going to cut this. Usually I glue first, but I'm going to size this and cut it first. Right. Let me get that over further. Make sure the loopy part at the top is all the way across before I cut. I'm going to cut in between these two, and if I have to trim it more, I will. All right, let's get that out of the way. And I'm going to glue that. Now, I started keeping one of these on top my Fabri-Tac lid. That way I can always find it, so I don't end up getting too badly sticky fingers. See, this is what happens on my Fabri-Tac too. It gets gloppy at the top, but if I peel that off, it usually works pretty good. I got a 2-pack off Amazon. I think it was about $16 for 2, and these are 8-ounce bottles. And I have grown to love Fabri-Tac because it dries a little slower than hot glue, but it does the same thing and, in my opinion, better because it seems to dry clearer and not, I don't burn my fingers. You know, my fingers don't get burnt. And I don't have, you do get some strings, but not like with hot glue. All right, now I'm actually going to put hot glue again, Fabri-Tac again across here. Just a thin line if I can. And actually that one has to be pushed up a little bit more. You get a little bit of time, but not forever. And this is the front. And we'll try and lay that down on top of that top. On top of the top. I'll let that sit for a minute and snap my lid back in place, get that out of the way, and then bring in my fabric scissors, my trim scissors, I should say, and cut that off there, all the little bits that went flying. And I don't know that I'm gonna, well, I guess I'll cut this a little bit here, not much. All right, I'll save that piece. Let's get this stuff out of the way. And then all we're gonna do, I guess I will bump this up on here. So this isn't exactly what I had in mind, but it's okay. It'll work. It's just for me, you know, and then it'll be going in my, these are Stampin' Up the regular sized dimensional thingies. They're very thin. See, I forget what the actual width is. Anyway, that's going here, and then all I have to do is add the jemmies, and for that I brought out art glitter glue, which I'm going to take this thing off, and I might need my pins, so I might as well. I need to get some pins that I can just leave in here because those rubber things that attach annoy me. And, you know, stainless steel pins, these are not, but I do use them for just unclogging it. All right, I don't want the really big ones, but the medium and little ones would be all right. So we could put like a little one here, maybe a medium one here, and I have another little one, maybe a little one over here. And that should do it. I don't know where these came from, but I have a whole, I think maybe they were gifted to me, but I have a whole, Michael's, maybe they still sell them, I don't know, like a compartmentalized plastic box that has all different colors of these things in. All right, so let's put these on. I'm going to put a pretty decent dab of glue there because that's a pretty big jemmy, and it came out around the edge, of course. And it's okay. And you could doodle on here or do whatever you want. You know, I don't doodle well, so boy, I really got that globbed out up there. Sorry about that. I will clean that up a little bit. And one here. So this is Altered Index Card hosted by Penny's Crafty Creations here on YouTube. Oops, that one's moving around a little bit. Don't do that to me. I kind of wish the image would have been a little darker of the paintbrushes and stuff, but it's okay. So that is my week 20, and when all this is good and dry, I will put a backing on, probably maybe in one of the new in colors. I don't know. I'll probably just use a scrap or white or something. And or yeah, I don't think I'll gesso the back too. And then what I'll do is I'll just write the week and everything. And the book it's going in is my book I set aside just for this, Deck the Year 2024. And we are on week 20. So it will go right next to the Mother's Day kind of one. So it's going to go there. And yeah, I'm keeping this for all 52 weeks. And I'm using a deck of cards for 52 cards. And we're getting, you know, we're almost halfway through the year, right? I started a little late, but I caught up on this one. I kind of feel like I need splatter, but I should have done like black splatter or something, but I should have done that. This is a little, this, what is it called? Petunia Pop is a little, came on a little darker than I thought. Let me just try something real quick, real far away, just there. It's probably just going to make it run. Let me get, it's probably going to make the stamping run too. Yeah, when I dabbed it, some of the ink in the background came off. That might be the oxide coming off too. Anyway, I don't think that worked with what I wanted to do. So I hope you enjoyed that. It is what it is. And next week I'll have something entirely different. Talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.